So it's all to play for still.
I think so. Do you want to bet against us?
I'm delighted today to be joined by Michael Huggins, and what I want to do is I want to just really introduce Michael, I suppose, firstly, and introduce Michael's going to introduce an initiative that he has going on. So Michael is somebody who's watched this podcast for quite a long time, probably the OGs. One of the first names I ever saw pop up in the comments was Michael Huggins. And for those of you who were at our live podcast in the Aston Inn on Friday, the 19th of April, you will have heard Michael speak about a great initiative he has to raise funds for the Aston Villa Foundation. You know, myself and Michael have been speaking for years and years and years through the comments and through Twitter and things like that about Aston Villa, and finally got to meet him last Friday, and he's an absolute gentleman, and anything we can do to help him with this initiative, we absolutely will. But I don't want to spend too much time talking because this isn't my initiative. It's nothing. Well, it is something to do with me. We will speak about it later because we will have a Just Giving link that we will pop out in conjunction with this. But Michael, if you want to take it away and tell us about this great initiative you have for the 150 years of Aston Villa to raise money for Aston Villa Foundation.
Right, thank you, Neil, for inviting me back on. The initiative really is in celebration of the 150 years of Aston Villa. And I've been thinking of different ways of how we can celebrate that. And the best way we can do that is by doing something by raising funds for the Aston Villa Foundation. So the key idea is for fans to set up a Just Giving page. And the reason why I say Just Giving has a direct link to the Aston Villa Foundation. You can organise whatever you want to do, but the key is to use the 150 as your target. So, as an example, one of the things that I have for myself personally is to probably cycle 150 miles to a game in the coming season. And my personal target is to try and reach 150 people to donate £1.50.
That's good. That's a really simple initiative, and I know that you like cycling so much as well. So getting out on the bike, Michael, would be nice. I don't think I could do 150 miles to a game. I might do 150 meters, but that's a really cool example, I suppose, Michael, there of what people could do. You know, incorporating the 150 into the fundraising efforts as well. And you know, we spoke offline as well, Michael, and you mentioned that you know somebody that's going to bake 150 cupcakes and are going to have like a cake sale, and anything that's raised there from that then would go to the Aston Villa Foundation. Maybe I think you said that they were selling them for £1.50, and that would then go towards the Aston Villa Foundation. So I think it's a really, really cool initiative that you got going, Michael. There, I really do.
Yeah, one of my colleagues said that they actually liked the idea when I proposed it to them, and they said that they will bake 150 cupcakes. They're going to organise a cake sale in the Works canteen, sell them for £1.50 each. But that is just an example of what people can do, because even though what I'm looking at to do for myself personally may seem extreme to a few people, I want people to use their imaginations to organise absolutely anything that they want to, but basing it around the 150. So by that, this includes absolutely everyone who can do something. So one person did say that they may record their child's first 150 steps and then try and get 150 people to donate £1.50 towards that. And it just can't be anything at all that anybody wants to do.
Yeah, and you know it's a beautiful thing that Aston Villa are going to be 150 years old. Aren't many football clubs in the world that are 150 years old that are still knocking around at the top of the leagues in their respective countries. So we have a very, very unique club. We have a very, very unique attachment, I suppose, to fundraising and to charity. The charity work, the great work that Aston Villa Foundation does as well. It cannot be overlooked as well. So this initiative is going to go a long way. I just want to say to people as well that at our live event in the Aston Inn, we've already raised some funds for this initiative in Michael's name. We auctioned off some signed jerseys from Gary Thompson, a signed jersey from Tony Morley, and a signed Paul McGrath print as well. We auctioned off, and we've made some with other donations as well. We will be making a donation to For the Love of Paul McGrath Just Giving page, which you will be able to find in the description here. And if you so wish to donate to this, and you know the beautiful thing about this is you don't have to set up an event. It'd be great if you did, you know, but to get this out and to get this to spread around the country or even around the world, because hey, I'm here in Ireland, you know, so I would be looking for other Aston Villa fans here in Ireland to help out with initiatives here. But if you can just donate even £1.50 to somebody's Just Giving link, that's going to help the Aston Villa Foundation. It's going to help drive this initiative. And we will be putting up a Just Giving link for this podcast. It will be in the notes of this podcast. And there, our goal will be to raise £1,500 for the Aston Villa Foundation. And hopefully we'll be able to reach that target. So, Michael, thank you so much for putting together this initiative. Is there anything else you'd like to tell the guys before we maybe wrap up?
Yes, there is one drawback with the Just Giving page, and that is you can only make a minimum donation of £2, unfortunately. So if you did organise an event and you collected the cash, then whoever's page it is, you can upload that in one go onto the page. But if anybody did want to make a donation online to the page that people set up, the minimum donation will be £2. Also, with regards to that, I know that many people, some people may not feel comfortable with doing fundraising. So I would actually encourage those people who don't want to do fundraising, if they can possibly donate 150 of their hours to a charity of their cause. So it doesn't have to be the Aston Villa Foundation, because I want to recognise the fans who are got yourself in Ireland, America, Australia, all around the world. I actually want them as well to take part in this initiative. But instead of supporting the Aston Villa Foundation, I want them to support a charity that is local to them, so they can either fundraise again for that charity or organisation, or they can actually donate their time in doing 150 hours towards celebrating 150 years of Aston Villa.
And that's a wonderful piece to add in there as well, because you know it's the benevolence, it's the giving back aspect of as well of this is very important. And as you say, not everybody is based in Aston or Birmingham or even in the UK, and people may not be comfortable in wiring money over the internet and stuff like that, but you know, the recognition of offering that time. And one thing as well, Michael, I think it's important to say is the 150-year celebration hasn't even begun yet, and we've got the whole year to raise this money. We've got the whole year to put on any events we want to, and we've got the whole year to, maybe like you mentioned there, to donate our time to charities as well. So it's not something that just needs to be done on a Saturday, and that's the beauty about this, that it's run over a whole year, the year of our celebration of being 150 years.
Yeah, exactly, Neil. And that is a point I want to press to people, because I know sometimes when people do fundraising, they may get a little stressed out that they think that they have to do it on a particular day and try to get everybody in one go. The season is a year-long celebration, 24, 25, and you have whatever you organise or whatever you want to do, you have the length of that season to try and reach your target of 150 people. So you could possibly get one person a week or two person a week to donate £1.50 over the course of that season. So I really want people to actually take part in this and feel the pride of celebrating 150 years of Aston Villa and doing something for a good cause as well at the same time. I think we have to recognise we are probably one of the first big clubs to reach 150 years. I do know there are older clubs, Notts County, for example, and I think there's probably about 10 or 12 older clubs than Aston Villa. But in terms of the Premier League or organised football in English football, we are the first club to reach that milestone, and we should celebrate it like no other club will do. They will always be following us with whatever they organise. So let's leave a marker and make this absolutely massive. And hopefully Aston Villa Foundation can see the benefit of this as well.
Absolutely, 100%. Michael, thank you so much for this initiative, and thank you so much for popping on today. What we will do in the notes of this, we will put Michael's personal Twitter handle in there as well. Also, the Aston Villa Foundation's Twitter handle. It would be nice if we are doing events and things like that over the course of the year to maybe tag the Aston Villa Foundation to let them feel the love too, for this. Maybe if you're doing something in Michael's name because he's put up this this great initiative, maybe tag Michael as well, and we can drive this on together, and we can make sure that we raise as much money over this fantastic milestone, as Michael said, as we possibly can. Thank you so much again, Michael, and thank you to everybody who I know is going to take part over the course of this year.
Thank you very much, Neil. Thank you.
No problem. So thanks so much, everybody, for watching and for listening. We will be back again with more and more podcasts. This is a fantastic event. This isn't the last time we're going to talk about it. But in the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. And all that's left to say is up the Villa.
Up the Villa.